So who fights your war for you? If you're going to make a war, who are you going to get? The strongest, the most powerful, the best trained, the ones who know how to use the best kinds of guns and artillery. That's who you get to fight your war. Yet the Torah in this week's Parsha says such a fascinating thing, is if when the Jews are going out to war, they should get everybody together and they should announce. They said, okay, if this is a problem, go home. If this is a problem, go home. And finally, only the most righteous go to war. And that's what the Torah says. There was the brisker Rav, a very, very great rabbi, and some of his students ran in and said, Rabbi, the Yiddish theater is making fun of the Torah. It's a terrible thing. We have to put them to chayrim. We have to excommunicate them. He says, what did they do? He says, they put on a play, and they had all the Jews together on stage, and they said, okay, Jews, we're going to war. Whoever is building a house, go home so that somebody else doesn't steal your house in case you die and 10 people leave the stage. And whoever is planting a vineyard, go home in case somebody takes your vineyard and 10 people go off the stage. And anybody who's getting married, go home. Make sure to keep your wife. You don't want anybody else to take her and another 10 people go off. And then they say, whoever is afraid of sin, who is afraid, we don't want you to get anybody else afraid. Go home. And who's left on the stage? Two great rabbis, the Shagas Aryeh and the Vilna Gaon, two holy rabbis. And the curtain closes and everybody laughs. They say, Rabbi, they're making fun of the Torah. And the brisker Rav says, what's the problem? Sounds like such a great play. They said, well, what do you mean it's such a problem? They're making fun. He says, I'm just wondering, what happened to the last scene? They said, the last scene? That was the last scene. The curtain's closed. He says, yeah, but the last scene should be that they win. Because that's what happens with the Jewish people. We win not because of our might, not because of our guns, not because all of our brains. We win because we have something on our side that is the most powerful weapon. God, He's on our side. So we say, who do we send to war? The ones that aren't worried, the ones who are doing mitzvahs, the ones who are learning Torah. Then you got God on your side. Have a great Shabbos, everybody. See you next week.